So today, something I've been meaning to do, and then I recorded something, and it came out sounding pretty good. Do I want to do 12 or do I want to do? I was at 11. This is 12, so I'm going to put that on there. So this is 10 to 52, and this is I bought this thing a long time ago. It's EC1000 LTD, ESP LTD version guitar. The LTD is like the budget version, i.e. cheaper. Because if you were to buy like the ESP version of this guitar, it would be $3,000 or $4,000, whereas this one was like $799. And I bought this like 2010, like 15 years ago, and I hadn't played it in a while, and I've been messing around with the idea of doing drop C tuning. I believe that's what that is. It's C sharp, and then I drop the low E to the D tuning. I believe that's C sharp, or I believe that's drop C tuning. If you have more knowledge, which is anybody has more knowledge of this than me, please tell me. Somebody not corrected me. They validated me by saying, yeah, when I did a C sharp tuning video, they said, oh yeah, you're right, that's C sharp. Ooh, I haven't changed these strings in years because I haven't really used it a whole lot. And then I did it the other day, and I was like, it sounds okay, but I bet you it'd be better if I were to just change the strings. And I want to keep it in a drop tuning because it just sounds, this guitar, these pickups, I don't know what they are. I think it's like a 80, 81, 85. Ooh, I'm glad I had my thumb there. It would have popped out into my face. I found I always get nervous when I'm when I'm either tightening the strings or loosening the strings, that's going to pop in my face and hit me in the eye. And then I find out it's a meme that everybody does that. Well, not everybody, but at least there's enough people to do it that there's a meme of it. Because when I first saw the first meme of somebody doing that, I was like, oh, I'm not the only one that gets nervous about it popping in my face when I'm tuning. So, I don't even remember what kind of strings these are. These may be Diodarios. I just know that they're old, and it doesn't... I had to sort of tune it, and then it wasn't holding tune as well as it should, as it normally does. This guitar is very good at holding tune. It's got a hardtail on... it's got this gold hardtail. When I put together the blue guitar, I changed the hardtail, and that helped a whole lot. This hardtail is great, but I really like the look of that hardtail. And maybe I could buy a gold one and put it on here eventually. I don't know, maybe not. I have my dirty rag that I use because this gets really gnarly with all of the goo, this goo here. But this thing is just dusty, is what it is, first and foremost. Okay. So, like I said, I have not done this in a long time. This thing is dirty. I use this a guy on Instagram uses this. I think he's endorsed by it. And he's like, oh, I use this on there to blah, 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 blah. And I think it actually does help. It helps getting all of this grease up. And it makes them, just cleans these frets. hadn't done anything in a drop tuning in a while. Then I had an idea and I was like, oh, I've been wanting to put this one in drop C. And then I did it and it came out sounding pretty good. So I was like, oh, I definitely want to clean it because it's super dirty. Super salty. I was going to say super salty. Super dirty. And this, putting on fresh strings and cleaning this dirty fretboard. The Addario always comes color coded. That's another reason why I like them so much. Super simple to figure out, because I thought this was the high, the E, the high E is silver and the B is purple. Clean off some dust, clean off, get some new strings on here, get it tuned up. It sounded okay. It had been sitting around for a while and I hadn't done much with it, nothing at all actually. But when I just tuned it and started playing it, it sounded fine. So perfectly in tune. You know there's got to be somebody out there when I say, hey, this thing's perfectly in tune, that will watch this video all the way to this point and go, then you're in tune. Yeah, I know, it's my failed attempt at humor, obviously. Locking tuners. I just love them. I just don't know. Even the recent guitar I just put together, that was the one thing I was like, if I only do one modification to this build, it's going to be putting locking tuners. So much easier to handle. When you want them to come apart, they don't. When you don't want them to come apart, they just fly out at you. There we go. Green is next. And also having a locking tuners for me makes the process go by so much faster. So I'm not trying to spend an hour trying to change strings. At the very most, it should, if I were to just like not do anything other than just sit down and change the strings and not try to record and try to talk and blah, 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 I could do this in about 7 minutes, 8 minutes. It wouldn't take that long at all. A is red and my B is gold. Right, that's the color that they want to call it. There we go. So this is a 52, So it's more, it's a better option for drop tunings and lower tunings. I have most of my guitars now. I use C sharp tuning. I try to play metal. I try to make music. I try a lot of different things, but so this is more, they hold a tune better. This guitar holds a tune pretty well too. So, and then having a good set of strings like Diodario. I paid for these strings. It's not an ad. I paid for these Diodario strings. I buy like smaller packs. I've seen that they come in larger packs, but then I'm like, I don't know. It's still $12, $12 or $13 to buy a pack of these. So they're not cheap. So this video ostensibly at least costs $12. So if anybody wants to send me $13. Sitting on the bridge right. All right. So there you go. Like 11 minutes, give or take. And then, as always, I have all the new strings on and perfectly in tune. Can't beat it.